Oh, what's going on, guys? Gamer Dude back once again with some more incredible Hogwarts Legacy gameplay. But before we begin, y'all know the routine, or at least I hope you do by now. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe because it would just be your good deed of the day. Same applies if you are a returning viewer. Bullet, what's good? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it. Since the last live stream, I've done quite a lot, as you can see. I've mostly just been exploring, really, because I like how this game doesn't force you to do the main story. You know, it's optional. You know, you don't have to do it. You know, you can walk down a corridor and there's a side mission. You walk down the same corridor, there's a collectible. You're still on that same corridor. Oh, look, there's another side mission. That's what I love about this game. It is so diverse. There's so much to do, and it's just such a big environment, and it's absolutely flawless. It's absolutely fantastic. The only thing that really lets it down at the moment is the fact that it doesn't have a photo mode. I was really disappointed that it didn't have a photo mode because I really wanted to play about with the camera angles on Hogwarts and get a decent picture of Hogwarts without all the HUD displays in the way. It's a shame, but it's manageable. You know, we can still take screenshots and enjoy the game. What's also great about it is that we're learning new things about Hogwarts that we weren't really privy to before. Like, the reason Hogwarts looks so different in this game, Fantastic Beasts, and the Harry Potter films, is because the architecture of the castle is constantly switching itself around. You know, everything changes, everything moves in its own way. That's why it always looks different whenever we come back to Hogwarts. Even in the 7 Harry Potter films, the castle always looked different. You know, it was never the same. Rooms were in the wrong place, you know, and it's like, well, hang on a minute, in the last film that was over there, so why is it over here now? And it really dives into the detail of how it happens and why it happens in this game, and I'm really enjoying that. So I have been playing through the story as well as exploring. I've really been enjoying it. You know, I've discovered quite a bit of the map. I've not gone too crazy with it, because you know I'm not a super high level and I don't have all the spells yet. But as you can see, I've done quite a bit of exploring, and there are quite a few missions in the game that actually encourage exploring. You know, it kind of forces you to do the exploring whilst you're doing the mission, and that's really great. And whilst you're in the middle of a main mission, you can come across a side mission and do that at the same time while the main mission is still active. And I really like that about the game as well. Because most games, if you're in the middle of a main story mission and you went off to do a side mission at the same time, it would cancel the main story mission you were doing and focus on the side mission, or it just wouldn't let you do the side mission at all. This one, there's really no distinction. You know, you can do either, and I really like that. Oh, Bullet, that's great. You know, just keep producing content, keep doing what you love, and your community will grow. Because it's a new game, of course, you know the routine. I'm going to be taking out my microphone so I can enjoy the gameplay and the audio, and so can you guys, without me talking all the way through it. And, you know, because I've got a beautiful home cinema system that I just want to use and abuse to its full glory. Just enjoy the gameplay, guys.
Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily,
Revelio.
a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
Revelio.
Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Revelio.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Repulso. Revelio. Accio. Repulso. Revelio. Revelio.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them!
Revelio.
No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Revelio.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Accio. Revelio.
What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Accio.
Summon your wits and find out.
Revelio.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Accio. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Accio. Revelio.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class. Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Complete the tasks I've given you and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor? Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured... and perform the altering spell to customize it. Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldridge Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Auror. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience. But you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died, so I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
Oh, you two seem ready for adventure.
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell.
It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you have done that, come and see me.
Leave me be! I'm sorry, I'm sorry!
Accio! Revelio. 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 Revelio.
No, I swear I won't be wasting your time, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, ever so.
Come on then, what you got?
It's
Why is it moving?
What? I bet
Your bag is wiggling. What you got in there?
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Revelio. Confringo.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Revelio.
Hey you, Hufflepuff.
Revelio.
Brilliant.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Revelio.
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world. There you go. Get him in quicker.
Levioso. Revelio. Glacius.
I think it's learned its lesson, but you continue to practice as long as you like. Kinesthesia is a powerful
Defalso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Glacius. Defalso.
This place has seen better days. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any. What can I do for you today? A wise decision. Thank you. It would appear that you don't have enough for that. Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. What can I do for you today? A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Leviosa! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Leviosa! Confringo! Glacius! Yes!
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in midair. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
There was something else too.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage... again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
Diffindo!
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
Capulso! Levioso! Accio! Reparo! Defindo!
As I mentioned earlier, Defindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Levioso! Defindo! Capulso! Glacius!
What are you up to now?
How can one not fancy Saturday?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Accio! Capulso! Revelio. Lumos.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio! Incendio! Leviosa!
done.
Accio. Incendio.
Good one.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
That's it. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
It was only a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Believe me, I know. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Levioso. Confringo. That's all you've got. Accio. Potato. Stupid. Levioso. Confringo. There you go. Confringo. Bingo.
They made a crap's breakfast out of you that round. Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Levioso. Stupid. Confringo. Stupefy. Bingo. Levioso. Accio. Confringo.
Protego.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Confringo.
Act like a winner.
Confringo. Levioso.
Protego.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Expelliarmus.
The one.
Confringo. Levioso. Confringo. Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Confringo. Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Confringo.
I could never duel like that. What a victory! You've won the tournament!
It was mostly luck, that's all.
Please, you wouldn't have got this far on luck alone. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Revelio.
A moment of your silence and attention.
Revelio. Whoa.
Try riding a hippogriff. You will soon learn that Kagawa's techniques are lacking practice.
That's it. I'm making good progress with those tokens. This Daedalian Keys challenge is coming along nicely. Imelda Reyes? Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me? Slytherin Quidditch captain. Jealous of you? Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Hufflepuff.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
Made it. Now that's more like it. Did it. Excellent. This is rather fun. Did anyone else see that?
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted, then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
Well, on that note, folks, I am going to call it there. Being completely honest, I totally forgot I was live streaming. So I do apologize for the longevity of this live stream. But that's just one of the great things about this game. You just get so lost in the world, you get so lost in what you're doing that you just forget about everything else around you. And that's what I love about open world RPG games. For the noobs, RPG is role-playing games. But yeah, it's a fantastic game. It is absolutely flawless. It's absolutely beautiful. And I agree with Jamie in the chat. The detail on this game is remarkable. It is absolutely incredible. It is flawless. I mean, they really outdid themselves with it. You know, it's been postponed several times, and I can see now it was worth it. You know, it was really disappointing, and it really pissed me off when it got postponed so many times, but oh, it was so worth it. It was so worth the wait. It is such a beautiful game. And, you know, there's just so much to do in the world, you know. It's like I was saying, you can be walking down a corridor and, oh, look, there's a collectible. You're walking down the same corridor, look, there's a side mission. You're still on that same corridor, look, there's another collectible. You're still on that same corridor, look, there's a hidden room with a collectible inside it. It's one of those games where the world is just so intuitive, you know. It's so collective. Like it's all together, it's all connected, you know. It's everything in it is just so diverse, and I love it, you know. I can't even describe how much I'm loving it. It is so beautiful, it is so stunning. But yeah, so I'm calling it there because it's getting rather late where I am, and as you guys know, I took a little bit of a break from the channel because I was in agonizing pain after having a pinched nerve in my spine, still causing me some pain, and that pain is flaring up again, so I'm actually going to have to come off the game to try and remedy it and take some heavy painkillers. But yeah, I'm really enjoying my playthrough. I hope you guys, if you're watching now or in the future, are enjoying the gameplay. Speaking of which, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe, because it would just be your good deed of the day. Same applies if you are a returning viewer. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Friday is the actual retail release date for this game. That's when it comes out officially for everybody to buy freely. I've got early access, and this is kind of embarrassing, but it's the first game I've ever actually had early access to. You know, aside from betas and early demos of games that were made available and free to everybody. So other than that, this is the first game I've been able to play early before, like, the general public who didn't already order the deluxe edition. So it really fills me with a sense of pride to bring this to the channel and bring it to all of you as well. So I really do hope you've enjoyed the gameplay, and of course I will be continuing Hogwarts Legacy for as long as possible. I'm probably going to be live streaming this sporadically throughout the year because there's so much more to do. There's 3 other houses to do. There's different choices to make in missions, and I love that in games. I love the replay value that brings, because as well as that, you don't save over the character that you created before. You can create 4 characters for the 4 houses, and that is just insane. It is incredible. And, you know, this playthrough I'm choosing to be a good wizard. The next playthrough I'll be an evil wizard. So I'll probably go with Slytherin for my house. Then I'm going to go with Ravenclaw and then Gryffindor. I'm only going with Gryffindor last because, like, Gryffindor seems to be, like, the go-to house, you know. It's the house that's expected of you, you know. People are expected to choose Gryffindor because it was predominantly featured in the movies, in the books. And it's just the house that everybody associates with as being the best, you know, as being the coolest. And obviously the one that gets away with breaking the most rules. Well, looking at you, Harry Potter. But yeah, it's just so insane. I've never played a game like it. You know, aside from Marvel Spider-Man in 2018, it's got to be one of the best games I've ever played so far. You know, it's not without its flaws, it's not without its bugs, but no game releases without problems these days. but that doesn't affect my overall review. I'm still giving it 10 out of 10. It's flawlessly beautiful. It's astounding. And I really do recommend that you get this game. Even if you're not a fan of Harry Potter, it's still great for those who like to play things like Final Fantasy or Elden Ring. So I really do recommend it. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to call it there for the stream. Thank you all once again for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Bullet and Jamie, thanks for stopping into the chat. Do appreciate you guys. So yeah, that being said then, this has been Gamer Dude. Happy gaming, and I will catch you all in the next one, guys.